She did everything right. She checked her insurance card, she confirmed the hospital was in network. She still got a bill for $11,000. Rachel Bennett's life ran on routine. Up at 6, coffee, wake Jack for school. She had insurance through her job. Not great insurance, but insurance. For 4 years, that had been enough. Then Jack started getting stomach pains that wouldn't go away. The diagnosis came fast. Appendicitis. Caught early, surgery recommended within the week. Rachel felt 2 things at once. Relief that it wasn't worse, and a tightening in her chest about what it would cost. She called her insurance company before scheduling anything. The hospital was in network. The surgeon was in network. She wrote it all down on a sticky note, like a small trophy. Confirmed, covered. The surgery went smoothly. Jack recovered well. Rachel exhaled for the first time in a week. Then the bill arrived. $11,400. Claim denied. Rachel read it 4 times. She had called, she had confirmed, but confirming a hospital was in network was not the same as confirming the procedure itself had been pre-authorized. Here's what most people don't know about how health insurance actually works. Being in network only means the hospital agreed to your insurer's rates. It says nothing about whether this specific procedure was cleared in advance. But here's the part that matters most. A denial is not the final word. Most policies give you up to 180 days to appeal, and a real share of appeals succeed. The correct way to use insurance isn't just checking a card at the front desk. Ask if the procedure is pre-authorized in writing. Read the denial code. Appeal with your doctor's help. Rachel didn't know any of this yet. All she had was a bill she couldn't pay and a 9-year-old asking why she looked so worried. She called the insurance line. Denise, the claims representative, was polite, calm, and unmoving. Rachel asked what she was supposed to do. Denise said she could file an appeal, but couldn't guarantee anything. The bill sat on the kitchen table for 2 weeks. Rachel picked up an extra weekend shift. She stopped buying the coffee she liked. She quietly asked Tom, Jack's father, if he could help. He offered what little he could, which wasn't much, and the conversation left them both feeling worse. Each week, a new letter arrived. First, a bill. Then, a second notice. Then, a mention of collections that made Rachel's stomach drop every time she opened the mailbox. She started avoiding it. Some nights, she just sat at the table, staring at the paperwork, not opening it at all. She kept picking up extra shifts, running on less sleep each week. At work, she moved through her routine on autopilot, the weight of it never quite leaving her shoulders. Maria noticed something was off, but Rachel brushed it aside, not ready to talk about it yet. At home, she stopped checking her phone right away when it rang, half expecting another collections call. She skipped lunch some days, telling herself she wasn't hungry. The stack of unopened mail on the table kept growing. One night, Jack asked why she looked so tired all the time. She told him she was just busy. She started keeping the bill folder in a drawer, out of sight, as if that made it lighter. Every small routine had quietly changed. Smaller, tighter, more careful. She was surviving the month, but she wasn't fixing anything. It was Maria, her coworker, who finally asked the right question over lunch. Did you actually appeal it? Like, formally? With a letter from the doctor? Rachel hadn't. She'd assumed denied meant done. She sat with that thought the rest of the shift, replaying the word appeal in her head. That evening, she pulled the folder out of the drawer for the first time in weeks. That night,
She sat at the kitchen table again, but this time with a notepad and a plan instead of a stack of unopened mail.
Maria had been through something similar years earlier, a denied claim for her own daughter, and walked Rachel through it. Request the full denial letter. Identify the exact denial code. Ask the doctor's office for a letter confirming medical necessity. Rachel called Dr. Whitfield's office. The surgeon didn't hesitate. She'd seen this exact situation before. Her office wrote a 2-page letter explaining that Jack's case had met the criteria for urgent surgical intervention. The letter confirmed pre-authorization had been the hospital billing department's responsibility to file, not Rachel's. Rachel gathered everything: the denial letter, the doctor's letter, her own written timeline of the phone call confirming in-network status. She read through the appeal form twice before signing it. She mailed it, along with copies of every supporting document. Then came the hardest part: waiting. Days passed slowly. She checked the mailbox every afternoon, half hope, half dread. A full week went by with nothing. Then another. 6 weeks later, a new letter arrived. Rachel almost didn't open it. Upon review, the claim has been approved. Balance owed, $0. She sat there for a long moment before she could even process it. That evening, she told Jack the good news and pulled him into a long, relieved hug. She called Tom to share the relief, the first easy conversation they'd had in weeks. The next day at work, she and Maria celebrated quietly over coffee. For the first time in 2 months, Rachel slept through the night. Rachel didn't do anything wrong. She just didn't know that in-network and pre-authorized are 2 different things, and that a denial letter is a starting point, not a final answer. If you ever get a denied claim, read the actual reason code, not just the total. Call your doctor's office and ask for a letter supporting medical necessity. Then file the appeal in writing before the deadline on the letter. Life slowly went back to its normal rhythm. Mornings with coffee, school drop-offs, quiet routine. The folder of paperwork was replaced with a simple checklist, kept for next time. Insurance isn't the enemy here. Not knowing how to use it is. If this story changed the way you see money, subscribe to Economic Mystery Files. Every week, we uncover the hidden stories, psychology, and decisions behind money, helping you make smarter financial choices and make your money work for you, not against you. Follow the money. Find the truth.